I'm trying to paint or assemble, as today I am unboxing and assembling the Necron Overlord, who has the super cool Voidreaper Warscythe. So here he is in his little box. I'm just going to cut him straight out of here. Here's the paper. It's got instructions. There is a warning there. There's a choking hazard. So if you do try and eat him, make sure you chew him really well. And as you can see, there's some faults and there's more instructions inside, which is pretty cool. So here we have the little tiny sprues. And I'll just show you the front and back there. Nothing too important. I'm going to show you all the bits up close and detailed after I have clipped them out. So here I'm just clipping them out. First thing you gotta do, you can't assemble it unless you clip it out. So we're looking at the bits. This is a little scythe, pretty cool. This is like his back crest armor thing. I'm not quite sure what it is. His spine's attached to it, which means it's detached from his actual body, which is a little strange. Torso, bit of his cape, his little neck piece the little Necrons have. His Warscythe, no, that's a resurrection orb. Which, in the game, I know people are like, oh, they're not that great anymore, but if you stick him with some Lich Guard, which are going to be like 25 points or whatever, that orb will eventually earn its points back, most likely. So yeah, more bits. His cape here, which is one big solid block. I still have a few ifs about it, but it works out alright in the end. And his little pretty face, which is always a good thing. So now we want to get our little blade out and start removing all the lumps of plastic. Just gently cut them off. Don't try and cut them off in one go because you risk cutting a chunk out of your model. Just do a few little cuts to remove lumps of plastic, and then just use the side of your blade, remove the mold lines because it really takes hardly any time, and yeah, just go around the model, clean everything up. Then we start with the glue. Just here I stuck the little neck lump on there, and then we go around with the glue around the edges of the back piece, whatever, so we can start to stick his torso on and make him look a little more whole. So then I just hold this in place, and the glue will just set really quick. I use a good plastic cement, so it melts and bonds that plastic together like, you know, like it was always originally one piece of plastic or whatever. And again, I'm sticking his little back crest on there. It's pretty simple. This part took me a while to figure out how these bits go together. I thought it would literally just line up. Super simple, but it's a bit more awkward and a bit more complicated than it looks. You just gotta practice line up, and once you figure it out. But as you can see, it's because these bits stick out randomly from the rest, which all flows one way, which I don't really like. I don't see how that's a good design there, but you know, it works in the end, I suppose. As you can see here, once it's attached at the bottom of the cresting Yanni's back, then it works out okay. And here I've just put the leg on. It just pushes in between the cape and his loincloth, I suppose, into his hip. Best to do this whilst his little capey thing is still wet from the glue, just in case you can't quite get your leg in there. Here I'm just putting a bit of glue on his arm, a bit of glue on the rock, which can attach his Warscythe in there. And then I'm doing these other arms. I am scoring the arms. I don't usually do this because of my plastic cement, but because it's such a small point of contact between the arms at the elbow, I do score the plastic with my knife just to help the glue bond extra solid. And there I was just sticking his head on, poking it around with a knife to line it up. And that is our finished Necron Overlord with a Resurrection Orb and Voidreaper Warscythe on a massive base. So yeah, we just rode him around, have a good look at him. Pretty cool. I like him. He came out looking pretty tough. Size comparison here next to Anrakura and a Chaos Lord. So you can see size-wise he works out pretty good. So please like this video. Subscribe to my channel. You can click below for more. I will upload more videos. I have currently over 50 videos on my channel for you to check out. And yeah, thanks for watching. Goodbye.